This morning, we had a winter mix in western Oklahoma. Marty Logan, he was out there and he was chasing this time. I talked to him earlier. He actually stopped by the station and said he had sleet, he had rain, he had snow, he had a little bit of everything. And he also heard about a couple of accidents out there as well. Those took place on bridges and overpasses. So there were some slick spots on those elevated surfaces. But yeah, it looks like all snow, but that certainly wasn't the case. He said a lot of this was actually just plain old sleet. Let's go ahead and go to Links 1 and show you how much actually fell. And we're talking about the past couple of days because I wanted to see if we did get anything really that accumulated to the south yesterday, and really at least nothing actually hitting the Mesonet sites. But so a lot of this is just from earlier this morning, picking up around 1/4 of an inch of, again, sleet, rain, snow, a little bit of everything. But finally seeing the sunshine outside from west to east. Now, sunset here in just a couple of hours, so it's not going to last very long. Next and live a lot quieter than what it was earlier today. This is our Enid camera, part of our Lucky Star Skycam network. It's gorgeous. We're at 52 degrees. We've got a southeast wind right now at 13 miles an hour. Temperatures are not really all over the place. We do have some mid and upper 50s, but stuck in the low 50s in Oklahoma City. But we also have 60s out in the Panhandle. That's where we have a lot more wind coming in out of the south, between about 25 to 30 miles an hour. The rest of us, well, it's a lot lighter in the eastern half of the state, and we just have those stronger wind gusts west of I-35, basically. And that wind's going to be picking up for everyone as we get into tomorrow. Our next storm system out west is going to be approaching, but as far as tomorrow is concerned, I really do not expect to see any rain. I think we will start to see a little bit more cloud cover pretty early on. So calling it partly to mostly cloudy. Temperatures will still be able to make it into the 50s and 60s for many of us, so kind of an average day temperature-wise. But the rain, that's going to hold off until Thursday. So here comes our next storm system, and right now it looks like Thursday morning, some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms, and the cold front is trying to move in earlier and earlier with each model run that comes in. So this looks like it's going to be the cold front. Out ahead of it, a few storms in the southeast, and later in the afternoon, those will increase in intensity and in coverage, but again, primarily for southeast Oklahoma. So right now, I think that's primarily where the severe threat will be. The cold front's going to move in pretty early afternoon in Oklahoma City. And with those particular storms, I don't think it's going to last very long, but we could see some strong wind gusts and maybe some very small hail with that. Later in the day, most of it's going to move out of here. We're still going to have some storms in southeast Oklahoma, and by Thursday night, we're going to start to clear out, and temperatures are going to start to take a nosedive after that, just in time for St. Patrick's Day weekend. So how much rain are we looking at? Well, not a whole lot from western and central Oklahoma, but in eastern and southeast Oklahoma, we're talking anywhere from 1/4 to as much as around probably a couple of inches around McCurtain County. Tonight, temperatures dropping down into the upper 30s in Oklahoma City, 39 in Alva, 35 in Clinton, 37 in Lawton. Again, that wind's going to stay up out of the south between about 10 to 20, 15 to as much as around 30 out to the west. Tomorrow afternoon, though, very blustery. Temperatures in the upper 50s in Oklahoma City, but 64 in Alva, 62 in Woodward, 62 in Hobart, and yeah, temperatures close to about 80 degrees out in Guyman. Here's the problem, though, because we are still in that extreme drought in western Oklahoma. We could see gusts as high as around 45 miles an hour. We're going to have to watch the fire threat out west come tomorrow afternoon. Now on Thursday, cold front's going to move in. Before that happens, I still think we have a chance of making it into the lower 60s. But again, the data keeps bringing in that cold front earlier and earlier. So if we do get in the low 60s, it's certainly not going to last very long. At the same time, afternoon temperatures are only going to be in the 40s in the northwest. So Thursday morning, we've got a slight chance of rain and storms in Oklahoma City. The farther south and east you go, those chances are just going to be a whole lot higher, with the possibility of snow in the Panhandle. Thursday afternoon and evening, the chance will go up as the cold front moves in, but storms are still going to be a lot more likely in the southeast. And that's where we have that chance of seeing severe storms. And we're talking quarter-size hail, wind gusts up to about 60 miles an hour. As far as Oklahoma City or the metro just in general is concerned, maybe some pea-size hail at best at this point. But by Friday, temperatures in the upper 40s. St. Patrick's Day with that north wind, it's going to feel pretty chilly. As we get into the weekend, still cool on Saturday, but even colder by Sunday.